Thanks for tuning into this week's edition of Going Gainesville. I'm Leslie, owner of Salman Home Realty and your host, and I'm joined today with my co-host,
Gina with From Gina's Kitchen.
Gina, tell me a little bit about From Gina's Kitchen.
From Gina's Kitchen is I'm your dessert designer, custom baker at From Gina's Kitchen, currently doing a side of Disney travel planning through iBook Travel for You. I do cakes, cupcakes, cookies. Prince William County's Best Cupcakes just was awarded that for 2020. And
I'm the curly girl.
I'm the foodie half of the wine and food pairing of the Curly Girls.
Well, I love that you're here with me, and I love that I'm gonna get to show you some other amazing food at Carmellos right here in Historic Manassas. Let's go in and try some amazing food.
All right, let's
do it. Mask up. So thank you so much for having us out to a staple in Manassas to me. I mean, you've been here for way longer than this, but I've been coming to Carmellos for at least 10 years myself. Elise, can you tell us more about the history of Carmellos? I know it goes way back further than when I've been here.
Carmellos was established in 1987, February 5th of 1987. At the time, there wasn't much in the fine dining area restaurants, so we were the only ones. It was very successful from day one, and we continue throughout the years. But in 2009, then we had a fire that we ended up rebuilding and revamp all our business, from food to websites, wine lists, everything was redone, and it is pretty much the product that you see now. We also try to restore the build with a lot of the original materials that we could salvage from the old building, and it's been great. We enjoy the community, and I think the community has been good and also supports us.
Would you tell us about the Portuguese influence in your cuisine at the restaurant?
The Portuguese influence comes from me. I grew up in Portugal until the age of 18. Moved to New York, and then here in the mid-'80s, I purchased the restaurant in 1992, and that's when I decided to add the Portuguese to it. Originally, the restaurant was only Italian. So we opened one side called Little Portugal, and we maintained Carmellos on the other side, and we actually served as two different restaurants. And then in 1995, we married both restaurants together and became Carmellos only. But we also changed the cuisine. It was more Portuguese and Italian with some Mediterranean influences.
And can you tell us what you would describe Portuguese style cuisine as? How it maybe is differentiated from other European styles?
So Portuguese cuisine is much lighter in ingredients. We do a lot of seafood dishes with very light sauces like white wine, garlic, olive oil. It's probably our main ingredients. We don't do as much tomato as the Italian. We don't do cream sauces. So it's a huge difference. We use more rice and potatoes and vegetables, not so much pasta. So for health-wise, I think the food is actually better.
So you've told us a little bit about your cuisine. Obviously, I'm looking at that wine cellar back there. Can you tell us a little bit about your extensive wine list?
Absolutely. We carry about 120 wines from around the world. We have wines from Napa Valley, American. We have some from Virginia. We have Argentinian, all over the world. But we focus more on Portuguese and Italian. So in the Portuguese section, we have probably about 50 wines from all over Portugal regions, like Douro region, which is close to Oporto in Portugal. We are also Wine Spectator Award winners since 2010.
So now that we've talked about everything about Carmellos, I'm excited to try this stuff. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
We have here one of our summer dishes, one of the appetizers, which is local peaches, pretty flowers made with prosciutto, with creme fraiche, homemade creme fraiche, with a balsamic reduction.
Wow. I love fresh peaches. The sweetness of it just really complements the saltiness and the prosciutto.
Of the prosciutto, yes.
And the creaminess of the cheese and the balsamic vinaigrette. Perfect.
We have our caprese salad made from our own garden. We have fresh tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, different colors, and are served with a burrata cheese, red onions, and a balsamic vinaigrette dressing.
So good.
The crunch of the tomato, it's so like fresh tasting too, all of it. It's amazing.
This is one of our Italian dishes. Actually, it's one of our signature dishes. It's been with us from 1987. We modernized the look a little bit, perfected and changed a few things, but this is one of the original dishes of Carmellos. And it is a chicken breast topped with crab meat, mozzarella, and jumbo lump crab with a lemon butter sauce.
I love that.
And I can definitely see why it's the signature
Yes.
dish. The kale's like really refreshing and kind of gives it that, I don't know, the healthy aspect.
I was just thinking,
almost
yeah,
that makes it-
you're eating healthy.
If you like lamb, this is our double cut lamb chops served in a red wine Chianti sauce with broccolini and au gratin potatoes with cream and cheese.
Love the sauce on that lamb.
Oh my gosh, that's really good.
I love lamb, and the au gratin potatoes are fabulous too. Well, Elise, thank you so much for having us out. The food was amazing. So glad to be able to finally do a video on Carmellos.
Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it.
It was lovely. Thank you for having
you.
us.
And thank you, Gina, for being my co-host. I really appreciate you
Thank
coming
you,
out.
Leslie, for inviting me.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
And thank you for tuning into this week's edition of Going Gainesville, because we're going Gainesville.
And so are you.
Make sure you tune in with me, Victoria, with Going Gainesville's Rapid Fire segment. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope to see you soon.